Good morning. I know we're all in the process of finishing up our seating, but just wanted to extend a welcome to our families and welcome the entire upper school community to the spring 2019 induction of the Benjamin Schools chapter of the National Honor Society. I think before we get into the induction ceremony itself, I have to acknowledge that obviously as a community we've suffered a huge loss in the last couple of days, and I wanted to just say that this was always one of Mr. Goldberg's very favorite ceremonies, and I know we will miss him here, but again, even speaking with him a couple of weeks ago, he was asking about the ceremony and was proud about the work that had gone in, and so I just did want to make that note before we start. But as always, a terrific opportunity to celebrate excellence in scholarship, in character, in service, and a great opportunity to hear the students who are already in the NHS have a chance to share their experiences and thoughts on the NHS pillars with the new students. And so without further ado, we are going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I will ask Mr. Lowell Carr to come and lead us in that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do you need that? Thank you. And now I would like to introduce Sarah Misselhorn, the chapter advisor, and she will take the ceremony and run with it. Ms. Misselhorn, thank you very much.
Thank you, Cars, for starting our ceremony this morning. You are about to hear a few words from our President, Sophie Smith, and then specifics about each pillar which represent the values of the National Honor Society. Candidates are evaluated in regards to each pillar. Scholarship, leadership, and character, and knowledge is what gets their foot in the door. The process is as such. Candidates submit an informational packet for the Faculty Council to read. They are interviewed by 2 NHS officers. Upper school teachers submit input on behalf of the students they have taught. Coached, are known through club involvement. The NHS Faculty Council makes its selections based upon all of these factors. Each pillar counts. I would like to thank the Faculty Council members. One clap, please, for Mr. Perry Fike, Dr. Benjamin Harper, Ms. Carol McGrath, Mrs. Sarah Salivar, Ms. Renee Zaliga. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's National Honor Society officers. They are President Sophie Smith, Vice President Noel Matisse, Secretary Nico Pei, Treasurer Robert Rubin, In-School Service Coordinator Sam Fox, Out-of-School Service Coordinator Eva Hasselhuddle-Bishop, Induction Ceremony Coordinator Cameron Perozzi. These officers do the hard work of operating this chapter, and I would like to profusely thank them for their leadership. I'd also like to thank the class of 2019, and May 2019 and graduation will come all too soon. Thank you. You guys are an incredible group. I would now like to call up all the members of the National Honor Society. From the awesome class of 2019, Jenna Byrne, Lowell Carr, Anthony Comarat, Christian Crawford, Andrew DeFerrari, John Donnelly, Kaylee Dominguez, Henry Dubiel, Hannah Foster, Anna Fox, Sam Fox, Josh Green, Jack Getchus, Jinyu Yu, Rachel Hasselhorn, Eva Hasselhutton-Bishop, Evan Josa, Anthony Kearns, Corey Curvin, Ava Kramer, Skylar Kretz, Ben Lesserson, Brian Lopes, Jake Martin, Jessica Martin, Noel Matisse, Cheyenne McLeod, Connor Murphy, Ellie Neeson, Anya Orsic, Julia Palomba, Nico Pei, Cameron Perozzi, Jack Ponce, Robert Rubin, Allie Savage, Axel Schultz, Ben Smithy, Sophie Smith, Whitney Sousa, Oscar Sun, Skylar Twyman, and Madison Wilson. Class of 2019, one more round of applause, please. From the class of 2020, Nikki Amato, Vinny Amato, Christian Baldari, Leslie Berg, Ellie Blaine, Blake Bowen, Ty Campbell, Sarah Caroline Krull, Isabella Craven, Alex Cohen, Ashley Cousin, Catherine Duncan, Katie Hewitt, Emily Horgan, Kieran Horry, Cassandra Judas, Reagan Kretz, Nicholas Lama, Lauren Lang, Alexia Lecce, Alicia Liu, Kirsten Malmberg, Caroline Moody, Scott Pignataro, James Richardson, Isabel Samarias, Dean Silvers, Heather Slay, Justin Stolman, Caroline Small, Eudora Song, Mariana Perez Vargas, Alex Walzak, Michael Yancey, and Tati Zeff. That might be the longest part of our program. Allow me to bring up Sophie Smith. If I am the head of state, she is the head of government. And as you could hear from her speech or watch her in her words every day, she is far more of a benevolent dictator than I am. Sophie Smith.
To move forwards, you have to go backwards. I know it's cliche, but just hang in there. I was born into a cookie-cutter life. I live in a suburban home, the same model as the 3 houses bordering mine. My family owns one of the many GMC Suburbans that decorate the same monotone driveways down the streets of my neighborhood. My parents have 3 children, which is the exact same family demographic as a lot of my friends when I was growing up. We would all go to church on Sundays with bows in our hair and drive to volleyball games on Saturdays and always eat tacos on Tuesdays. Everything about everything was comfortable. For many of us in this room and on this stage, this has been a similar reality. We feel proud of where we came from. We feel proud for who we are, and we want our lives to stay relatively the same, maybe except for the calc homework we have every night. When we went to school as little kids, we used to sit on the colorful mat on the floor at circle time, and our teacher would have us recite the alphabet and our colors and our numbers. I remember my preschool teacher taking pictures of us and putting them up on the wall in the shape of a tree. The top of the tree said, "Although we all have different roots, we will grow to become a forest." As a 4-year-old, that's kind of hard to understand, but I think I'm starting to understand it better now. To move forwards, you have to go backwards. Last summer, I opened a surprising email. You've been selected to participate in a summer internship program. It stated in big, bold letters. I was instructed to dress professionally and meet my fellow interns the following month. My heart began to race as introductions began. I soon realized that I was the only private school girl there. In those seconds of discomfort, I chose to take a chance because I knew that my life could be so much more if I had just opened up and found a new level of comfort. Weeks later, I began driving one of the girls from my internship to the Tri-Rail station. We became close friends, always laughing and playing early 2000s hits in the car. We came from 2 completely separate cultures, and what I learned about her changed who I wanted to become as a person. I soon found maturity when I learned the truth. She was helping to support her family using the money we earned through the internship, which was only $10 an hour. With $10 an hour, I was supporting my greed for ice cream. Truth is not defined by where we grow up, what we learn in a classroom, or what we eat on Tuesdays. It's a product of our understanding of difference. Another girl from my internship drove me to her house one day after work. She specifically asked me not to mention any boyfriends or any boys in front of her parents. And this was confusing to me. Why couldn't I mention something that seemed so normal? I was shocked when I heard that she will never be able to find love on her own. In her culture, her parents arranged marriages. Sometimes in life, to be able to move forwards, we have to move backwards. What we think is normal may not be normal for someone else. What we consider comfortable might be harsh for someone. What we believe to be true might not be the whole truth. My mother still to this day reminds me that life is not about where you end up, but how you got there. It's like the cliche quote about enjoying the journey and not the destination. It's easy for all of us to get caught up in our comfort, going to school, having the same friends, playing the same sports, or watching the same TV shows. And oftentimes, this consistency in our lives is healthy. But there are times when life needs you to let go and try something new. And part of that is being kind to others in the process. As members of the Benjamin community, it is vital that we embrace discomfort. We are already privileged with the gifts we have. If we fail to look backward, turn around, and reevaluate the consistency in our lives, we will find ourselves facing stagnation. A capstone project during that summer, I was asked to interview senior citizens, asking them the following question: what advice would you give my generation? One woman answered with her story. My father was an automobile mechanic in Ohio, she said. He was a white man, and my mother was black. When workers from my father's shop came by looking for my father, my mother had to open the door pretending she was our maid. If they had known she was married to a white man, my father would have been beaten to death. The 1930s was a different time. She continued, always remember that sometimes in life, you have to be able to look backwards in order to move forwards. Always be kind to others because you might not realize what they're going through, end quote. To the inductees and the other NHS members on this stage, I challenge you not just to look forward into the future, but to turn around and look at who's behind you. Lend a hand and find someone who's struggling. Let's be encouraging to our teammates. Let's be supportive of our peers. Let's be inclusive to the newbies. Let's carry each other. Let's push the narrative of what a Benjamin student is. Let's be comfortable with change. Let's be okay with kindness. And let's be forward lookers by looking back. I'd now like to invite Robert to the podium to speak on the Pillar of Knowledge. And I would like to now call out the inductees. You can clap. Thank you.
All right, so knowledge is a unique pillar. I guess it's not technically a pillar. As Ms. Smith said, it's the foot that gets these NHS inductees in the door. But it's unique because true knowledge is never really attainable. For the other pillars of NHS, you can serve others, you can develop character, or become a leader or a scholar. But knowledge is like an infinite ocean whose scope can never be realized fully. As Socrates said, the only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. Even if we know nothing, it does not mean that we should give up on this impossible quest. It means that we need to constantly be learning to gain as much knowledge as we can during our limited time on earth. With that being said, the pillar of knowledge should not be measured in terms of how much knowledge one has gained, but rather by how much one has devoted their life to learning. These following 5 students exemplify the pillar of knowledge because they have used every opportunity in the classroom, in extracurricular activities, and even during their summers to further their knowledge. And I have no doubt that they will continue on this impossible quest for the rest of their lives. And now Sophie will light this candle in the name of knowledge. Alec Adam has acquired a multitude of knowledge by taking 6 honors classes and 7 AP classes, and through his extracurricular activities as a volunteer golf coach and a member of Mu Alpha Theta, Buck Ambassadors, and peer counseling. Through these activities, he spreads his knowledge to others. One of his most notable activities outside of the classroom is being an education docent at the Loggerhead Marine Life Center, where he gives hour-long tours about ocean conservations and sea turtles each weekend. Congratulations, Alec, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Alec Paul Adam into the Benjamin School chapter of the National Honor Society.
Alexandra Denholtz has challenged herself in the classroom by taking 9 honors and 4 AP classes and is actively involved in many clubs on campus. Among them are the Red Cross Club, Key Club, Spanish Club, Writing Club, and Drama Club. Passionate for theater and helping others, she was an assistant director in the school's performance of Bye Bye Birdie. She continues to help others by being a counselor at Benjamin summer camps and by tutoring her peers through the SWAT Club. Congratulations, Alexandra, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Alexandra Amanda Denholtz into the Benjamin School chapter of the National Honor Society.
Molly Freed's quest for knowledge at Benjamin includes taking 6 honors and 2 AP classes. Around campus, she is a member of the speech and debate team, the Health Occupation Students of America Club, and the Far Side, and the Place of Hope Club, and the varsity track and field team. Outside of school, she pursues her interests in the legal structure of our country by working at a law firm, where she gets to witness firsthand how a legal office works and learn more about the world she faces beyond high school and college. Congratulations, Molly, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Molly Eloise Freed into the Benjamin Schools chapter of the National Honor Society.
Grace Myers is a leader in the classroom and in the arts scene on campus. As the librarian of the chorus, the president of Glee Club, and the head of PR for the Drama Club. She has performed in every musical and play since her freshman year, and has even co-directed a 1-act play this winter. In addition, she has spent over 100 hours of community service volunteering at Kids Club Camp, where she read to the campers and helped them with arts and crafts. Congratulations, Grace, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Grace Marie Myers into the Benjamin Schools chapter of the National Honor Society.
Sarah Weiss has taken a challenging course load of 12 honors and 2 AP classes at Benjamin. Beyond academics, she is a member of the National Art Honor Society, and this past year won 2 Gold Key Awards, 1 Silver Key Award, and an honorable mention for her artwork in the National Scholastic Art Competition. In addition, she has been involved in many service projects to help her community, from serving in food banks to planting trees, and has gained work experience by working at a landscape company in an administrative capacity. Congratulations, Sarah, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Sarah Virginia Weiss into the Benjamin Schools chapter of the National Honor Society.
I would now like to invite Sam to this podium to speak on the pillar of leadership.
Tennessee-born singer and songwriter Dolly Parton once stated that if your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. Some students may have a plethora of leadership positions they take on within the TBS community, as well as in the local community. Other students may just always be eager to write and go over math problems on the board in class, or add something interesting during a thought-provoking discussion in their English classes. While leadership may be demonstrated in various forms, it's important to acknowledge that each and every one of us truly has the capacity to lead by example in some area and in some way. The relatively small community we have here at Benjamin is comprised of individuals with a diverse array of interests that includes everything from engineering to the fine arts and everything in between. The following 5 inductees utilize their leadership skills and expertise to not only foster growth within themselves and their peers, but to also help conceive a strong, multifaceted community here at Benjamin. Sophie will now light this candle in the name of leadership. Christian Casanelli has proven himself to be a leader through his many involvements in the community. Passionate for singing, he is a representative of Young Singers of the Palm Beaches at the American Choral Directors Association annual conference for both the national and divisional honor choirs. He is also a member of several clubs which include DECA, the Chinese Club, and the Finance Club, and he also attended Benjamin's annual trip to Yale Model United Nations. You can also find Christian helping out with the Palm Beach County Food Project by regularly collecting and delivering food donations. Congratulations, Christian, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Christian Severio Casanelli into the Benjamin School Chapter of the National Honor Society.
Devin Dye embodies the pillar of leadership in a variety of activities. She is a member of 3 varsity sports teams, basketball, cross country, and track and field, all of which she balances with a rigorous course load. Through her love for basketball, she has given back to the community by volunteering as a coach for a local pre-K and elementary basketball team, and she even represents the state of Florida for the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. When she isn't studying, playing sports, or volunteering, you can find her working at Chick-fil-A, serving customers and providing them with quality service and food with a smile on her face. Congratulations, Devin, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Devin Simone Diet into the Benjamin Schools Chapter of the National Honor Society.
Molly Eversman represents the pillar of leadership in many different activities. Currently, she serves as the sophomore class vice president, and she's involved in a multitude of clubs and organizations on campus, such as the Buck Ambassadors Club, the Mindful Students Club, the Environmental Club, and the National Art Honor Society. Molly is also an active member of the Blue Water Teen Babes Committee and will be taking over the helm once senior founders Sophie Smith and Corey Curvin graduate. Molly plays volleyball year-round and is a vital member of both Benjamin's varsity team and her travel team. Molly also regularly helps out at her church's Sunday school. Congratulations, Molly, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Mary Van Arden Eversman into the Benjamin School Chapter of National Honor Society.
Alex Kahn exemplifies the pillar of leadership by serving as the president of her class during both her freshman and sophomore years. Having become involved with several local and national organizations, Alex volunteers both at Jupiter Medical Center and for the Alliance for Eating Disorders Awareness, and she regularly participates in community service activities through Place of Hope. When she isn't serving her community, you will often find her practicing in the studio in Building 2, as she is a dedicated member of Benjamin's varsity dance team, also known as the Dazzlers. Congratulations, Alex, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Alexandra Jillian Kahn into the Benjamin Schools Chapter of National Honor Society.
Alex Michelon has a tremendous amount of leadership in this school. He is the founder and current president of the Middle East Club and is a vital member of the Bengineers VEX team, in which he has helped the team secure both a first-place ranking overall in the Palm Beach area and a second-place ranking overall in the Miami area. For the Bengineers, Alex received an award for excellence in design and fabrication. during his freshman year. In addition, he annually attends Congrès in Orlando, and he even spent his summer completing an internship at MIT, serving as a research assistant in the Center for Collective Intelligence. Congratulations, Alex, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Alex Philippe Michelin into the Benjamin Schools chapter of National Honor Society.
I would now like to invite Noel to the podium to speak on the pillar of scholarship.
There is a reason why so many speeches tie in quotes from influential people. It is because quotes allow us to seek the wisdom of the wise and the experience of the ages to say what we mean when the perfect words elude us. Continuing this thought, Henry David Thoreau said that the question is not what you look at, but what you see. All Benjamin students are offered the same classes, the same clubs, and the same sports. However, the following 5 classes see these opportunities differently than most. Through their privileges, they see not only the opportunity to excel themselves, they see the opportunity to pursue their passions and advance the world around them. For that is what distinguishes a true scholar. A scholar is someone who commits themselves to excellence in all areas and uses this excellence to improve the world around them. Sophie will now light this candle in the name of scholarship. Joey Berg is a scholar on and off the field. With 5 APs and 6 honors classes, Joey has been able to balance his successes in the classroom with his love of lacrosse. He gives back to aspiring athletes by coaching kids through his positions as a JTAA lacrosse coach and head basketball coach at I9 Sports. Additionally, he helps underprivileged children shop for school supplies and prepare for school through Take Stock and Children Back to Schools shopping. Joey truly represents a well-rounded scholar. Congratulations, Joey, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Joey Ryanberg into the Benjamin School chapter of the National Honor Society.
Aiden Nightoff. Having taken 2 APs and 6 honors classes in his 2 years at the upper school, Aiden knows the hard work and dedication required to be a true scholar. This is why he decided to tutor middle schoolers that needed help in various subjects. Aiden is also the Scope Southeast Club head coordinator, which means he is in charge of raising money to send underprivileged children to sleepaway camp. Aiden is also expanding the definition of scholarship, as shown by being a member of the Honor Council and a Student Council representative for the 10th grade. Congratulations, Aiden, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Aiden Jacob Nightoff into the Benjamin Schools chapter of National Honor Society.
Nadia Ponce. Not only is it impressive that Nadia has taken 2 APs and 5 honors classes, she also won 7 awards for her academic excellence in 1 year. However, Nadia acknowledges that she is never done improving herself, as she is always seeking out constructive criticism and learning from her mistakes, a mark of a true scholar. Nadia also dedicates about 8 hours a week as a committee member on Blue Water Teen Babes, an organization that helps raise money for children whose mothers are suffering from breast and ovarian cancer. Nadia's thirst for education and service is what makes her a true scholar. Congratulations, Nadia, and welcome to NHS.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the power invested in me, I hereby induct Nadia Isabel Ponce into the Benjamin School chapter of the National Honor Society.
Nikayla Williams fits the definition of a well-rounded scholar. With 2 APs and 4 honor classes under her belt, she has also been a member of Bengineers, concert band, dance ensemble, drumline, finance club, PFP, and writing club. She is not, however, a passive member. On the contrary, she is actively engaged in every activity, including her work with the football team. Somehow, she finds the time around the holidays to package donated food and serve meals to the underprivileged, and carol to raise money for Quantum House. She was also a recipient of the Southern Florida Affiliate Honorable Mention Award for Aspirations in Computing from the National Center for Women and Information Technology. Congratulations, Nikayla, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Nikayla Elizabeth Williams into the Benjamin School Chapter of National Honor Society.
Skylar Zer not only has taken 2 APs and 7 honors classes, she is also the production editor of The Far Side. Her passion for journalism motivated her to bring journalism to Grove Park Elementary, a school that is not fortunate enough to have a journalism program as we do. Through speaking with the multimedia director and after-school director, she was able to set up weekly meetings during which she teaches kids about journalism and how to write articles. Skylar is well on her way to her goal of sending out a newsletter to Grove Park parents by the end of this year. Her motivation to use her passions to improve the lives of those around her unequivocally makes her a scholar. Congratulations, Skylar, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Skylar Elizabeth Sir into the Benjamin Schools Chapter of the National Honor Society.
At this time, I'll turn the podium over to Ava Hassenhuddle-Bishop to speak about service.
What do you think of when you hear the words community service? Some of you probably thought of serving food to the homeless. Others may have thought of building houses with Habitat for Humanity. And I bet a few of you thought of volunteering at your local animal shelter. But maybe some of you did not think of any of those activities at all. When I think of community service, I think of all those activities and more. But more importantly, when I think of service, I think of selfless acts of kindness, whether big or small, that are performed with the goal of leaving a positive impact on people who are suffering and on society as a whole. The following 6 students have performed countless acts of kindness that have not only benefited the Benjamin community, but also the Palm Beach County area and beyond. But, most importantly, these students have performed voluntary service without seeking to obtain rewards or acknowledgement for their deeds. Instead, they seek the satisfaction of being able to help others in need. Sophie will now light this candle in the name of service. Josie Austin is a well-rounded, determined, and kind student. In all of her AP and honors classes and her extracurriculars, which include Sunshine Club, Prom Committee, and Buck Ambassadors, Josie embodies these qualities. Outside of the Benjamin community, she dedicates her time to volunteering at Jupiter Medical Center, where she discharges patients, brings paperwork to the nurses, and delivers various tests to the lab. Most notably, Josie spent 80 hours this past summer with a program called Go Beyond, in which she helped remove invasive lionfish, planted mangroves, and participated in sea turtle research in the British Virgin Islands. Josie, congratulations and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Josie Lee Austin into the Benjamin Schools Chapter of National Honor Society.
Caitlin DeGraff is a thoughtful, intelligent, and dedicated student. She is well known around the Benjamin community and Palm Beach County as a whole for her dedication to service and promoting mindfulness. On campus, she is a member of the Mock Trial Club, speech and debate team, a peer counselor, and she is the founder and president of the Mindful Student Meditation Club. Caitlin has not only taught meditation and mindfulness to the Benjamin community, but she has also taught these principles to the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach and the Palm Beach Habilitation Center. Congratulations, Caitlin, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Caitlin Daisy DeGraff into the Benjamin School Chapter of the National Honor Society.
Peyton Green is a well-rounded, humble, and determined student athlete. She is a dedicated volleyball player on the court and a passionate learner in the classroom. Peyton serves the community through volunteering as a camp counselor, teaching children at Place of Hope Volleyball, and reffing volleyball games for the Special Olympics. Most notably, Peyton has spent a large amount of time spreading awareness about narcolepsy through creating online platforms in which mothers of narcoleptic children can exchange questions and advice. Congratulations, Peyton, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Peyton Elise Green into the Benjamin School Chapter of the National Honor Society.
Hudson Hale is an engaged, funny, and hardworking member of the Benjamin community. Hudson plays the cymbals and bass in the drumline, participates in drama club productions, is a Buck ambassador, and recently attended Harvard Model Congress. He is a captain on the Palm Beach rowing team and a volunteer at St. Mary's Hospital. Hudson's qualities of character, dedication, and leadership are most prominent in his endeavors to become an Eagle Scout. To obtain his Eagle Scout badge, he is creating a blueprint for refurbishing the Learning Commons at St. George's, which is located in Riviera Beach. Hudson, congratulations and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Hudson George Alexander Hale into the Benjamin School Chapter of the National Honor Society.
Alexa Tiano is a friendly, motivated, and committed individual. Her strong leadership skills are visible in the classroom and on the golf course. On Benjamin's campus, Alexa is the Habitat for Humanity Club treasurer, a member of the Red Cross Club and the prom committee, and has served as a student council class representative for the past 2 years. Outside of the Benjamin community, Alexa donates her time to the Student Athlete Community Service Network, in which she raises money for the Nicholas Children's Hospital. She also volunteers at the Honda Classic, First Tee of the Palm Beaches, the Forever Frosty Foundation, and Joanne's Cottage. Congratulations, Alexa, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Alexa Louise Tiano into the Benjamin Schools Chapter of the National Honor Society.
Isabella Valdez is well known in both the Benjamin community and Cozumel, Mexico. Those who know Isabella characterize her as a natural leader who is courageous, confident, and giving. Isabella's character traits are seen in everything she does, from being a member of the Buck Ambassadors, a member of the varsity swim team, and a competitive horseback rider. She has dedicated countless hours to volunteering at Visceramos Therapeutic Writing Center and in Cozumel, Mexico, where she founded the Tres Hermos Foundation, which has helped over 300 children by teaching them important character traits and life lessons through sports. Isabella, congratulations and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Isabela Esther Valdez Adarve into the Benjamin Schools Chapter of the National Honor Society.
I will now turn the podium over to Nico Pei to speak on the pillar of character.
Mark Twain once said, "The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why." Throughout our lives, everyone has encountered or will encounter the philosophical moment at which we ask, what's the meaning of life? While some define the meaning of life by their successful moments and distinguishable achievements, some seek meaning from their influence to others. As humans, our choices matter. Our behaviors not only lead us to different paths, but also affect those that are around us. While smiles can brighten other people's days, a positive attitude can unite people to work on same goals together. The following 5 students make positive influence on their peers in and out of classroom. Their great characters not only allow them to excel, but also help their classes, their teams, their clubs, and their communities to grow and thrive. Francis Barrow is a well-rounded individual. He always tries to be a role model in classrooms, and teachers and students speak to his diligence and honesty. Aside from handling 3 AP and 5 honor classes, he is the vice president of Speech and Debate Club and captain of Wharton Finance Competition Team. He works many hours a week at his parents' business and yet volunteers at St. Ignace of Loyola Church and Soup Kitchen on Friday evenings to give back to the community. He always has a smile on his face and tries to help his peers as much as possible. Congratulations, Francis, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Francisco Jose Monano Barros into the Benjamin School Chapter of National Honor Society.
Bradley Crisaffi's character shines in and out of classroom. Besides handling her challenging schedule, she excels in performing arts. She is an active member of the drama club and the varsity dance team. She also leads the alto section for Benjamin School Chorus. She serves as the Student Council sophomore class representative, and she is the co-president of the Benjamin School American Sign Language Club. Congratulations, Bradley, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Riley Lennox Shares Crisaffi into the Benjamin School Chapter of the National Honor Society.
Molly Rose Freeman is a positive force at the Benjamin School. She tackles her arduous schedule and tennis with a constant smile on her face. She is a part of the Klee Club and the Red Cross Club. During Yale Model Union Nation, she helped new students to prepare their position papers and is always ready to lend a helping hand. Besides all the great things Molly Rose does on campus, she also likes to work with younger kids at summer camps. Congratulations, Molly, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct Molly Rose Freeman into the Benjamin Schools Chapter of the National Honor Society.
Will Mon exemplifies great character, both in and out of classroom and on the field. He brings his great character to the varsity lacrosse team for 2 consecutive years. Although his academic and athletic schedule are very challenging, Will never hesitates to take time to give back to the community. He has completed over 270 hours of community service in the past 2 years. Congratulations, Will, and welcome to NHS.
I hereby induct William Tierney Mann into the Benjamin Schools Chapter of NHS.
Colin Ryan always brings positivity to people around him. Besides handling 2 AP classes and 6 honor classes as a junior, Colin is also active on Theophil's field. He has been on the varsity lacrosse team and varsity football team for the past 3 years. He also holds a leadership position in Fellow of Christian Athletes. Bringing his passion for sports one step further, he helped coaching the flag football camp at the Benjamin Lower School and volunteered at the JTA Young Youth Lacrosse concession stand. Congratulations, Colin, and welcome to NHS.
Hereby induct Colin Jonathan Ryan into the Benjamin School Chapter of the National Honor Society.
I would now like to invite up Andrew DeFerrari and Julia Palumba for a special performance.
The sun breaks free of the sea and dawn comes again. My alma mater fends me, beloved Benjamin, like the ray of shining light, welcomes me back home. Keep us in sight throughout the night, sweet Benjamin, her own. Nestled neath the palms, glorious and green, ever she's victorious, our alma mater queen. Through laughter and tears, we'll stay ever true. We're buccaneers through all the years. We love you, orange and blue. We love you, orange and blue. We love you, orange and
Thank you, Andrew and Julia. I'd now like to begin the lighting ceremony. If we could now pass the candles on to the inductees, and if all current members could please rise. And repeat after me. As we give light to you, may you give light to others. Now, if all members and inductees could please join me in reciting the NHS pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of this society to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by every word and deed, to make its ideals, the ideals of my school, and my life. Please give one round of applause for all the new inductees. Thank you to all the parents and students for coming today, and a special thank you to Cameron Prosy, who put together this induction ceremony. And yeah, we clap for Cameron. Thank you.